Ladies and gentlemen, could Base protocol or the Base blockchain be the Solana killer? I believe so, and I'm going to explain why in this video. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in crypto that's really flying under the radar for most people? Buckle your seatbelt because today we're diving into the Base protocol, a game changer in DeFi that's about to take crypto by storm. Hey, quick disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a financial advisor. I'm a very biased cryptocurrency YouTuber. I believe in the cryptocurrency. I believe in the future of cryptocurrency. And I will always stand up for economic freedom for the average individual. And if you can agree with that, do me a favor and smash that like button. I'll be talking about how I'm investing in Base towards the end of the video. And I'll show you how I'm earning about $1,000 per month right now. I'm going to go ahead and get started. In the first part of this video, I'm going to share with you the positives, the things that I like about Base and how I think it's going to transform cryptocurrency and potentially bring about mass adoption in a way no other blockchain has been able to do it so far. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to share with you some of the negatives towards the Base protocol in an attempt to be objective. Many of you know, if you follow my channel, I like to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I try to be objective even if I'm investing in a project. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Now, let's face it, when it comes to navigating crypto, particularly the decentralized finance space, oftentimes it can feel like you're trying to solve some sort of complex puzzle with missing pieces. I mean, for someone who's trying to get into crypto, or if you've ever tried to onboard somebody into crypto, many of the platforms and ecosystems are very overwhelming. It creates a huge gap in accessibility and usability, and that really is the #1 friction point for bringing people into crypto. Imagine feeling left behind in a rapidly advancing world of cryptocurrency, stuck with high gas fees, slow transactions, feeling like you need to have some sort of a PhD in tech to be able to use the technology effectively. It can feel incredibly frustrating and disheartening. And many of you know exactly what that feels like, particularly when you were first getting started with crypto, unless you have some sort of a slant or you're already a tech geek. And ladies and gentlemen, that was not me when I got started. And I'm willing to bet it wasn't most of you. Let me know down in the comments if you thought it was difficult to get started investing in crypto early on, particularly when you came off of the centralized exchanges. So this is where Base Network is trying to solve a massive problem. They're literally working to rewrite the rules, thanks to the original vision, if you will, set out by Coinbase's founder, Brian Armstrong. This particular article was written all the way back in 2016. Brian dreamed of a financial future built on innovation, efficiency, and equality of opportunity, meaning financial opportunity. And he mapped out this entire process, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, in which he felt like this vision would come to pass. He envisioned a world where technology eliminates barriers and makes efficient, affordable finance accessible to absolutely everyone. Fast forward to today, and Base Network is turning that dream into a bit of a reality. At least it's getting a lot closer with its cutting-edge smart wallet technology. And I think this is the first big innovation. Let me go ahead and show you this. This is a smart wallet here. The idea behind the smart wallet is this going to be a decentralized finance wallet similar to the Rabi wallet, similar to MetaMask and all those types of wallets. They're saying that you're going to be able to do it without the typical friction that's required. I'm a little bit skeptical, but I'm looking forward to really seeing how this innovation works. I plan to set up my own Coinbase wallet. I believe it's currently on testnet now, and it's going to be on mainnet sometime. It says sometime this quarter, but I'm not certain exactly which quarter that is. And I've been critical of Coinbase in the past, very critical of Coinbase in the past. And I currently don't use Coinbase as an exchange myself. But it's important to note that this master plan was written in 2016 on their website. This is when it was published. However, he also updated this and made it public on Medium, and this was written in 2019, and he kind of gave this video. I just watched this whole video before I started this video that I'm recording for you. I watched this entire video, and I'll try to put a link to this down in the description as well. But I want to explain something that I think is important to understand, that was his primary vision in 2016. He kind of updated it here in 2019, and he still updated it again in 2021, September 23rd, 2021. So I went researching, and basically he talks about the exact same principles. I wanted to see how consistent he has been from this 2016 post, and it seems like he's been pretty consistent. So I think it took a while to get to the smart wallet. And if you come back over here, I think this is really a user-controlled wallet. We're looking at phase 3 right now, which is where that wallet, and he's talking about 100 million people coming on board, with a user-controlled wallet. Now, I think this is fascinating. He said with the exchange and secure storage, which is what Coinbase is, he thought they would reach 10 million. He literally projected that there would be 10x growth just because that a user-controlled wallet, where the user is supposed to be in control of their funds, and Coinbase doesn't actually control the funds. I think that's fascinating. I just think that's an interesting projection that he even believed user-controlled funds was going to be the way of the future. Without question, the smart wallet is going to be a revolutionary step forward if it works as planned. The tech is supposed to allow people to instantly set up a wallet from any decentralized application. It's supposed to eliminate the complicated process, making cryptos easy as setting up a social media profile. That's the notes that I wrote on it. We'll see if it actually happens. That is the plan. With the powerhouse backing of Coinbase's extensive resources and user base, Base is not just growing, it is exploding. This past year alone, the platform saw its assets skyrocketing, showcasing the community's trust and enthusiasm for its potential. The seamless integration of USDC and smooth transaction of funds across networks are proof of Base's ability to manage large-scale financial operations more efficiently and affordably than ever. Transactions on Base are only pennies. And that is correct. I mean, it's just a couple cents to be able to complete a transaction on Base. I think it's important to point out part of this video here, I believe it was this video, Brian Armstrong was talking about the idea that creating a centralized exchange would help create the funds necessary to invest and pave the way for the future. I mean, that sounds good. I'm always skeptical when you start the centralized route, which is what he's doing. I mean, they created Coinbase, very much a centralized exchange, and they're taking steps towards creating a decentralized future. And without question, the Base protocol or the Base blockchain, whatever you want to call it, the whole Base ecosystem is a step in the right direction for sure. Base is currently sitting here at number 6. The question is Base going to surpass Arbitrum? I think it's a yes. Is it going to pass Solana? Is it going to be a true Solana killer? I think it will. By the way, that's not financial advice. That's just my simple prediction. Listen, I think Base Network represents a massive opportunity for early adopters to get involved with innovative applications and to be able to make potentially very lucrative investments. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm biased towards this innovation. No qualms about that. I personally have made the decision to step into the Base arena. I did a video showing how to bridge over Ethereum onto Base. I'll try to remember to put that video up above. I'll put it down in the description if you're trying to get over on Base. I've already made some passive income investments. I'll talk about that a little bit later. I believe investing in Base right now is still very, very early. Again, not financial advice. But I think when you look at just the money, the infrastructure behind the Base chain, I believe without question it's going to continue to grow. This thing is only, it came out, I think, August of last year. So we're only a few months out. Well, how high do I think Base could go? At a $1.5 billion TVL, this is my prediction. Again, not financial advice. I believe we could see $4 to $5 billion TVL over the next year potentially. Now, where could it go from there? Right now, Tron and Binance Smart Chain, which Tron, a lot of us in the US was using this a long time ago. Binance Smart Chain is still getting a fair amount of use, but most of the users of Tron and Binance Smart Chain are Asian countries. Interestingly enough, Asia has far more users than pretty much all of North America combined. That's a big deal. So the question is, can Base rise above Binance Smart Chain? Can it rise above Tron? I believe with time, say over the next 3 to 5 years, it absolutely could. We could be looking at potentially a $10 billion market cap for Base. Hey, I don't know if it's going to happen. It might not. That's not financial advice, but hey, you heard it here. Base protocol could break a $10 billion market cap. I actually think we could potentially see $15 to $20 billion market cap for Base. The reason being is the number one issue with all of these networks is being able to onboard users more easily. With the smart wallet, they're going to be able to easily move their funds from Coinbase, centralized, to a decent, well, I should say to a on-chain, a blockchain, the Base network itself, which, ladies and gentlemen, maybe a Base token airdrop in the future. That could be a game changer. This is where we're at right now, and there's no actual Base token. There's no native token. This is the only blockchain up here, I think, that does not have their own native token right here in the top 10, even the top 11. Could be very interesting if there's actually a native token as well. It's definitely going to bring a lot of value on chain. It's going to add to the TVL for sure. Personal opinion. Onboarding users much easier with less friction in crypto is a good thing. And I believe that's going to be really and truly the number one reason the Base blockchain is going to succeed, in my personal opinion. Let's be a little bit objective here. Let me share with you what I see as the downside to the Base network as a whole, the entire ecosystem. Then I'm going to show you how I'm investing in the Base ecosystem. Okay, with all of Brian Armstrong's talk over here about economic freedom, I watched this entire video right here. With all of his talk about economic freedom, and he articulated it very, very well, and he articulated the vision for Coinbase. What he does not mention in this video are what I believe are three key aspects that are necessary for true economic freedom. Now, this is the downside. This is the negative. I'm still investing in this space because I think there's a lot of room for growth, but I want you to see the downside, what he did not say. He did not discuss censorship resistance, which I think is necessary if you're going to have economic freedom. Censorship resistant meaning that no one can take your money, no one can garnish your wages, no one can, step into your account and pull funds out of your account. No one can quote unquote turn coins off. Coinbase uses USDC. Well, theoretically, USDC is centralized. It is possible for someone to essentially make your USDC tokens in your wallet. If you were a criminal or a political dissident, so to speak, it is possible someone could turn your coins off and you could not use them. In other words, they would essentially be worthless. I know that sounds crazy, but that's possible when you're using a centralized blockchain or a centralized token. The second thing that he did not mention is privacy. You should be able to buy, in my personal opinion, legal goods and services without anyone knowing exactly what you're buying. I mean, a right to privacy is fundamental anytime you're creating independence, economic, democratized finance. You need to be able to have a right to privacy. And with everything the government's doing right now with Tornado Cash, with the Samurai Wallet, however you want to say it, with everything they're fighting against this and privacy, and maybe that's why Brian Armstrong is not going there. Maybe he's not trying to touch it because the crazy thing about Coinbase, I already knew this, but I found out more researching this video. They have been day one trying to lead with innovation and regulatory compliance, where a lot of people in crypto are like, hey, F the man, so to speak, F the government, so to speak. This is all about the individual first. Brian Armstrong's strategy with Coinbase is we want to get to economic freedom, but let's first start by painting inside the lines with the government, play nice with the governments, and hopefully we can get there. Now, I'm obviously skeptical that's going to work. I think we see right now that they're running into some problems with the SEC, etc. So maybe that's why they're not focusing on the privacy aspect. But I think you have to be able to have privacy to have true economic freedom, as well as censorship resistance. The other thing is you need true decentralization, where no single entity is in control of the blockchain. Right now, with the Base blockchain, Coinbase is essentially in charge of that blockchain. My understanding is they currently run all of the nodes that secure the network. So if they run the nodes that secure the network, then theoretically they control the blockchain. We need true decentralization with nodes all over the world. Maybe we're going to get there. I'm a little bit skeptical because, again, it's Coinbase. They're trying to lead by being compliant with government regulations, and I don't think governments want individuals to have true economic freedom. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know if you disagree down in the comments. Now, listen, I've been critical of Coinbase in the past, but I have to admit, at the very least, developing a blockchain like Base is a move in the right direction. Coinbase could have just stuck with their exchange model, made a lot of money, fought for that model, and they never had to create their own blockchain. In fact, of all of the exchanges out there, the only other one that has a blockchain is Binance. Coinbase decided to create a blockchain. Hopefully they're moving and they're going to create tech like the smart wallet, and hopefully they'll create more tech that's going to be user-friendly, allow people to be able to easily get into crypto. Ideally, I would like to see them eventually go to a more decentralized model. We'll have to wait and see if it actually happens. Currently, I'm already earning over $1,000 per month in passive income with the Base ecosystem. Find out how by watching the video on the end screen. $35 per day on Base.